And I am a dyke. And I'm fucking proud of it. It's all so stupid, you know. Who cares? But I do love gays the best.
Well, I mean...
Yeah. Give me a gay man and dyke in the front row, forget it, they don't laugh. Funny. But gay men, you know, ha, 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 ha.
They've always been, the beginning of your career, they were the audience that sort of made you famous, weren't they?
Yes, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. And I'm playing the GAY club.
Yes.
Yeah, Saturday night, so you better show up. You know who you are. You're wearing a sundress as you're watching this. And,
what was the appeal, do you think? What did they see in you that they liked?
Just uglier than they. I just think gay men just like women that laugh, where straight men do not like women who laugh.
Don't they?
Well, you're in bed and you go, that's it? They get, you know, joke's over, where's your penis? And, you know, it ruined my wedding night.
Listen, let's go right into it.
First of all,
how's the trip over?
The trip over was amazing. I came over. I'm into charity. Unlike you two, that just are self-centered. I am a very giving bitch. So I came over. There's a new charity in America. You have Save the Children over here. We have Shave the Children, which because the pain, and I felt this, of being a 7-year-old girl with a mustache doesn't leave you. So I got together a whole group of people that love children. So we had Angelina and Brad, because those kids, they don't stop, you know. I think she has in her basement a factory. I think it's child labor. This is not a dumb bitch. She adopts them, they get to be 7, they go into the basement, they make clothes.
Now, you're over here to host...
Miss Great Britain. Those poor bitches.
I know. Oh, God.
They're taking it so serious.
I know they do.
You know, I went today to rehearsal, and it's Monday night, and they're all excited. It's a Grosvenor House, and it's big. You know, it means something to them. Miss Great Britain, and you know, and it's a wonderful thing. But they got the wrong chicken here, and it's, collectively, they're all so thin. They look like a reunion of Schindler's List. I mean, it's like. Does the tampon make me look fat? I mean, they're just hilarious. And someone said, which is absolutely, and you should, as a judge, we're there to encourage them, you know. And they said, learn their names. Well, they're 50 women. So I figured out, if you want to get something, just say, hey, tramp. They all turn around.
But you have to ask them questions. You have to interview them about their ambitions and that. So
sure.
they don't want to be...
And they're morons. Their brains went to the
press. They used to have a lovely man who would always say, but you'd better get your skates on because Miss Suffolk likes fell walking. There would always be this... are they divided? Are they Miss Bucks and Miss Hants and Miss counties?
They're
or
the little counties.
Miss South Humberside
yes.
and so on?
And the mums are there, you know. They're all, oh, she's so pretty. And then they have some older women, too, which is wonderful. But, you know, like it's a mother-daughter team. Can you imagine if the daughter wins? You stupid bitch, you won! So, I think it's going to be so much fun.
Do they differ from the pageants that you call them in America?
Ours are just as stupid.
Are they?
Miss America saw a sign that said wet floor, and she did. It was
You've always said, and the quote comes up all the time, how unattractive you were as a young woman.
Darling, I mean, you had to be funny. My mother, when I was born, the doctor looked at me and looked at the afterbirth and handed my mother the afterbirth. They found me, luckily, in a garbage can 2 weeks later. Angelina found me. What do you think, Brad? She can sew hems, you know.
Did it have a scarring effect on you?
A scarring effect?
A scarring effect?
You silly man. A scarring effect my whole life. Oh, when you're not attractive, and you know you're a straight man. You two, you know, we're not going to go here. But, but if you know, my gynecologist examines me over the phone. I mean, flies wouldn't sit on me if I was in sheep shit. I mean, it's like, it just doesn't work.
Did it therefore have an effect on your sex life? A long time?
Sex
long
life?
time. A long time. I mean,
thank God I put a face on my vibrator. I mean, there is no sex life. And there should be now with these older gentlemen.
There should be, yes.
Well, Viagra. Viagra Plus, do you have that here?
Yes, I think
Viagra
we do.
Plus, well, you have Viagra.
Yeah,
but Viagra Plus, this is, I'm not making a joke, in the United States, it's 36 hours of erection, so you can be ready when she is. Well, these poor old wives, these like 90-year-old guys, you know. These poor, dry wives, in and out, they're setting them on fire. That's in California now. The fires, if you've been hearing about the fires. The Malibu fires were started by my neighbor. Harry Schwartz, 92. Come here, baby. That was it. Malibu, fucking Malibu was inflamed because he had Viagra Plus. It's just awful, you know. Bodies go. It just
they do, don't
happens
they?
to everyone.
Have you had any more work done since last I saw you?
Oh, did I have 10 minutes? Yeah,
You're looking very good, actually. Look great.
I don't do. Everyone thinks, oh, she does so much, but every woman out there and every man. You should look good. That's what the whole thing is about. And I hate it when they say, I've done nothing. Sophia Loren, God bless her, allegedly. Sophia Loren, I mean, she's another neighbor of mine. It's been pulled and snipped and she shits through her ears. I mean, the woman is like, and she says to me, she says, I've done nothing. And you want to go, you can run a railroad up the back of your head. They took all the extra parts and they made another woman that walks right beside her. I see her in her garden walking with like a little mini-me.
Oh, dear. You actually, of course, you went down to, speaking of encroaching age, you went down recently to God's Waiting Room, Miami, didn't you?
Oh, God's Waiting Room.
You did some work down there.
Oh, they are... Old people and hookers can live together. It is just women, all widows. So you go like to a disco, women dancing with urns. It is just so so sad, you know. Old, and they go on the beach and they think they're hot, you know, and they'll have like a cute little bathing suit with a oxygen tank covered a match, you know. And the vaginas are on, you know. Can we talk seriously?
Yeah, we can. We may for a moment.
You talk about depression. They should tell people, I truly believe this, because I go through great depressions, as many of us do. But, you know, tell me what is happening in my life I can deal with. No one ever said, your vagina is going to drop. If mothers say that to a daughter, if my mother had said to me, Parky, Joan, when you're 60 years old and you're going through menopause, yes, your vagina will drop, and it's a good thing because you can wipe your forehead with it. And when you're like... It would have been a good thing. Joan, you're 50 years old. You can watch TV in the living room and have sex in the bedroom at the same time. It's a good thing. You can deal with anything, you know, because old people, they don't tell you how difficult it is.
No.
You know, it's
It's easier for a man. That's
it's
for sure.
much easier for a
Much easier
man.
for a man. It certainly is. It's interesting, actually, talking to you about, because I watched you this week on television, talking very movingly, actually, about your
widowhood.
Your widowhood. That was a fascinating program. It was 6 different women dealing with a situation, and I was fascinated by your story as well.
I didn't see how they finally cut it together. Well, my husband committed suicide.
That's right, yeah. And
was...
you were angry about it. You said you
angry?
never lost that anger.
Angry?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch, if he came back, I'd kill him now. I mean, it's like, you ruined my daughter's fucking life, you son of a bitch. Take this, bang, you want to die? Come over here. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, it was just, suicide is something that should not happen.
Yes.
And and when people are struggling so for life, I work with pediatric AIDS, we all do all this stuff. And then you see, but then the pain is so intense. I understand that too, because I work on suicide prevention.
Do you?
Yeah, but my poor husband, and it was my fault, because we were making love and I took the bag off my head. From the bed to the window, one step. Where are you going? He's like, stupid you. He goes, go.
But you deal with it as you do
I
with
deal with
everything,
humor.
Yeah,
I
of
deal
course,
with
that's
everything
right,
with
exactly.
humor. It's horrible.
It's interesting because you had, of course, contemplated suicide yourself. You told me the story on the show.
Yeah.
And so did you, Stephen, and so did you, George.
There was a man,
3 people who...
There was a man in my film, naval officer, who had worked on the yacht Britannia, and I don't know if you remember seeing him, and he showed me his legs, which were just in the most appalling condition. He'd walked in front of a lorry, and the result was bones sticking out everywhere. Unbelievably, he survived. And I saw pictures of the most appalling, crushed legs. You've never seen anything quite so horrific. And he had about 6 months of recovery in the most appalling agony. And I said to him, how much did it hurt? He said, oh, well, a great deal less than the pain that wanted me to end my life. And that's really the point. You used the word pain. It's very hard, of course, for people who don't understand why someone wants to end their life. They think because they're a bit pissed off or they want to get at someone. It's actually pain. It's pain.
It's a physical thing.
And
it's a physical
self.
thing. Yeah, and a self-hatred that is so intense that there is no possibility of wanting to live anymore.
I mean, people looking would say there's 3 people that are incredibly successful in what they do. Well off and all. Suicide, I mean, what's wrong with them?
If it was logical, then of course it would be absurd. But it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
By that measure, we should all be happy just because we're famous, shouldn't we? On that basis. I mean, I think I spend much of my time absolutely appreciating just how privileged I am and just how blessed most of us are. Most of the people I know are. But I mean, you're. Something like, I mean, for instance, with me, I don't think there was any point that took me to it other than bereavement. But we all have, my mother died. We all understand that kind of pain eventually, I mean, really, it's the kind of pain which is absolutely makes you physically incapable of doing anything about it, really. That kind of feeling where literally you're having the effort of putting one foot in front of the other,
But do you know what Winston Churchill said? And every time I'm really depressed, he said, when you're walking through hell, walk faster. The whole thing is move out of it, move forward. And that's what I make myself do. Move on.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, listen, all the best.
I love you. It's so good to be here.
It's great to have
Free
you.
trip.
It's wonderful. That's the best thing of all. Did we give you a return ticket?
No.
No, that's because we want to keep you here. That's why. Joan Rivers.